in Manila in the bantamweight division. The very impressive youngster Mouin Гафуров against the charismatic Aussie Rhys McLaren. Is only 19 years old, but already has an unbeaten 10-0 record. This is his third one championship contest. This man has high quality written all over him. The very first time we saw him, we were already talking in terms of a future world champion. His uncle introduced him to combat sambo, aged only 14. At 17, he participated in the Combat Sambo World Championships. By 18, he'd won it. Just take us through some of his skills, Mitch.
There is a brutal spinning back kick KO that just sucked the life out of Casey Swear. And here he is showing a different striking skill set as he jumped on top of Tony Taru and just unloaded until the referee had no choice but to stop it. He also is a Combat Sambo World Champion and undefeated. He walks into the cage with the swagger of an undefeated world champion.
Keep in mind that Tony Taru had fought Bibiano Fernandez and also lost in the third round. So Mouin Гафуров emulating a world champion, and remember, he's not even 20 years old. This man is something special. And
yeah, you can just see, Steve, how far up on the scale all of his categories are. Good striking, good grappling, and he is only going to get better because he's only 19 years old.
A lot of improvement to come, but it's a tough one for him today. He's already fought world-class opponents, but the man who he fights tonight fought in Manila in December, and he shocked the arena. His name is Rhys McLaren.
In the red corner, from Australia,
Many people know that Lenny Hart is an opera singer. She sung that beautifully. Rhys McLaren was the name that she sung. He's 24 years old, 8-3. And he just stunned us last time he was out. He was up against Mark Striegel. And Mark Striegel, as he entered the One Championship fold, had World Title Challenge written all over him. Rhys McLaren came in and messed it all up.
Yeah, this could have been, as many people see, one of the biggest upsets we had all year. Rhys McLaren just showed big heart and a great skill set as he just sunk in the rear naked choke to secure his victory against a top prospect in the world today. He's been, a champion before. He's got a really high finishing rate, and he just enjoys his time in the cage so much. You can just see the enthusiasm and the excitement every single time Rhys steps into the cage.
Dude was sticking his tongue out. He was smiling at the fans. He was looking up at the big screen. You said the word enjoy. He really did enjoy that contest against Striegel. And, I mean, look at this smile. Look at it. He's enjoying every moment. He recognizes the stage he's on. He recognizes the opportunity he has. And in this organization, things don't get any easier. Up against what many of us believe to be a future world champ. Here we go then. Two very young men, although there's 5 years between them, identical in height. Tajikistan against Australia.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next fight is 3 rounds of 5 minutes in the One Championship Bantamweight division, and it's brought to you by Fairtex. Be inspired. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, he is a combat sambo world champion, standing at 170 centimeters tall, holding a perfect professional MMA record of 10 wins. Representing Taj fighter Team Kakirov, fighting out of Dushanbe, Tajikistan, he is Muin Гафуров. And now, introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, this man is the XFC Bantamweight champion, standing at 170 centimeters tall, holding a professional MMA record of 8 wins, 3 losses, representing potential and independent mixed martial arts, fighting out of Gold Coast, Australia. Give it up for Reese Lightning McLaren! And when the action begins, your referee in charge, Olivier Coste.
Hi guys, watch out for headbutt. Sorry guys, low blow, back of the head and spine. Follow my command or tell me
Have a look at this.
Touch grab if you want, back your corner.
First time I've ever seen Olivier Coste have to keep fighters apart while it's exchanging rules and views.
Right,
and Гафуров is about to leap out into this one.
Time, ready? Ready? Fight!
All right, slow down a little bit. Looked like a sprinter about to get out of his blocks for a while there.
Гафуров says he's got some stuff to show this fight that we have not seen yet before. And the skill set he's demonstrated so far, I'm looking forward to this one right here. Nice attempt. Easily sneaks in, takes the back. Drags him down, ends up in side control. Reese has got high-level Brazilian jiu-jitsu, and you can just see as he's very, very sneaky about as he attempts to slide into mount there.
We think of 24-year-olds as being young men, but he's got that edge in terms of experience and probably cage generalship. McLaren, 5 years on Гафуров.
See, that's where McLaren needs to be. He needs to stay tight to the ground game of Гафуров. He's got to be careful of those legs. Sambo's got some crazy leg locks.
It's been a while since we saw a leg lock submission in the One Championship cage.
McLaren really needs to keep that distance close, stay very tight to Гафуров, not allow him to get comfortable and start throwing some of those really interesting dynamic spinning strikes that he's known for.
Thinking back to the days of Masakatsu Imanari, leg locking Kevin Belingon in Singapore a few years ago. It'd be nice to see something exceptional like that again.
Yeah, Sambo's got a lot of really wicked leg locks. They come at you from all sorts of different angles, so you really have to be careful, especially when you're just like a strict BJJ guy who's not used to dealing with a lot of those leg locks that come from Sambo. But Imanari is the king. Big takedown. Dumped it onto his head. That was like a trip and a double leg at the same time.
Tremendous strength.
Just planted him on the back of the head. You got to wonder if he's a little bit rocked by that. Just the daze that comes when you get put on the back of your head like that. Your head just bounces up. McLaren's trying to get into mount. He's trying, but it looked like Гафуров was going to climb up the cage with his feet.
Just propelled himself upwards, didn't he? A technical ground kick landed.
McLaren's got just a constantly moving sort of just his scrambles that he creates when he's in the ground. He's just really impressive the way that he moves.
McLaren's got to hop around at the moment, and all it will require is Гафуров to sweep that leg away, and there'll be another takedown. He's looking for it there. And I see Rich Franklin scribbling in the takedown column.
Good takedown defense, but Reese is very comfortable